Yesterday I was explaining this question of 15 marks. Okay, you see this problem. Today the tendency is very poor. I think today is holiday on account of Buddha Purnima. I don't know holiday is there or not, but I am free. Yesterday you calculated. Once again I take this problem. On 20,000, all these are investments. All these are investments. Therefore, you calculated 7% on 20,000. Its answer is 1,400. Yesterday you calculated this is 1,400. Okay, interest you calculated. Whenever you calculate interest, don't cross up. Whenever you calculate interest, don't cross up. Except whenever the tax-free is there, tax-free security is there, then you gross up. The tax-free security is to be grossed off whenever you calculate interest or interest is given in the problem. Okay. For the second problem, second point, 30,000, 18%, you calculated 5,400 and thereafter you crossed off because of tax-free. Because of tax-free, you crossed off. Its answer is 6,000 in your yesterday calculation. Okay. And regarding the third point, 1 lakh is the investment. 10% is the rate of interest. Its answer is 10,000. You calculated yesterday, 10,000. Then 40,000, 10% debentures, while limited, its answer is 4,000 interest. You calculated 4,000 interest. Okay. The next is 50,000, 8% municipal debentures. On that, you calculated again 4,000 interest. 4,000 interest. And 40,000, 15% port trust bonds. Its interest is, you calculated yesterday, 6,000. 6,000 is the interest. Okay. Then what they say is interest is payable on the above security on 30th June and 31st December. Twice in a year. Twice in a year, they distribute interest on security. Twice in a year means half yearly they distribute interest. And interest is also distributed half only, not full interest. So 6-month interest is distributed on 30th June and remaining 6-month interest is distributed on 31st December every year. Okay, you remember this point and don't consider that given rate of interest is distributed twice in a year. Once again, I am repeating, given rate of interest will not be distributed twice in a year. Half will be distributed at the end of half year and remaining half will be distributed at the end of the year. This is the point you remember. And whenever the securities sold or purchased in the middle of the year, then you have to consider these dates. Okay, these dates for calculation of interest. If the assessee is having the security on these dates, you calculate interest. If the assessee is not having the security on that date, then you don't calculate interest. Sari into assessee kade security ittandra interest calculate ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಡೇಟಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಡ. Okay, this is the point. And next point is bank charges 1% commission. Bank charges 1% commission as collection charge on net interest, not on the gross. Whatever interest you calculated, this is the gross interest. This is the gross interest. But the investment company or the person who taken the amount from the investor, the investee. The investee will not give this interest to you people, investor. After deduction of tax at the rate of 10%, remaining amount is given to the investor as net interest. You remember this point. You remember this point. Total interest is not given. Okay. 1,400 is directly given because it is a government security. But private sectors, the private sectors companies will give interest after deduction of tax at the rate of 10%. Sare ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇನು 6,000 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ, 6,000 ಮೇಲೆ 10% ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. 6,000 ಮೇಲೆ 10% 600 ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, 5,400 ನಿಮಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾರು? Tax free debentures of X company. Then second 10,000. This 10,000 interest will not be paid by Z Limited to the investor, assessee. After deduction of 10% on this, that means 1,000 tax is deducted, remaining 9,000 is given to the assessee. And in the D point also same, 4,000 interest is not given to assessee. 10% is deducted. That means 400 is deducted. 3,600 is given to assessee. And the E point is also same. And F point is also same. Remember this point. This is called as tax deduction at source. Tax deduction at source. What is tax deduction at source? Tax deduction at source means the person who distribute the income, the person who give the amount, he has to deduct the tax as per the income tax rate, and remaining amount is to be given to the investor. That is called as tax deducted at source. ಇವರು ಎಲ್ಲಾ 10% ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೀವು ಇನ್ಕ ತಗ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ठीक है, ಇವಿಷ್ಟು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗಳು ಆಗ್ತಾವ. What is the total of this? What is the total gross interest? Yes, gross interest ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪಟ್ನ ಯಾರೇ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗತ್ತೆ? What is the gross interest? ನೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಟೋಟಲ್, ನೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೈ ಹೇಳಿದಿರಿ, ಈ ಕೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Yesterday told the total amount of interest, but today you are not ready to open the mouth. Total is 31,400. 31,400 is called as gross interest. 31,400 is the gross interest, and banker charge commission on the as a collection charge. Banker charges commission as collection charge on the amount which he collect, on the amount which he collect, not on the gross. Not on the gross. Do you remember this? If you give 10,000 rupee check, if you give 10,000 rupee check to a banker, banker charges commission on 10,000 only. Remember this. Therefore, banker always charge commission on the net interest. Okay. So net interest you have to calculate. On the net interest, commission is 1%. And this is allowable expense under section 57. And John paid 1,116 being the interest on loan taken for purchase of Z company debenture. Z company debenture is here 10,000 is the taxable income. 10,000 is the taxable income. 1,116 is the allowable expense. Allowable expense. Therefore, I deduct it at the last. I'll deduct it, this one at the last. So these are the interest. These are the interest you calculated. Okay. And these two you have to deduct. This is the table for calculation of the income from other source. First is 7% government security. If you calculate 7%, that is 1,400. 1,400 first point. Second point, tax-free debenture, 30,000 into 18 by 90 I taken here. 18 by 90. Otherwise, you calculate like this. If this is a tax-free, I calculated directly. Otherwise, you take 30,000. You take 30,000 into rate of interest is 18%. 18 divided by 100 is the rate of interest. Okay. This is the rate of interest and this is the tax-free debenture. This is the tax-free debenture. Therefore, you have to gross up. Gross up rate is 100 divided by 90. In this way, you calculate. If it is confusing to you people, if confused, I thought ये रीति मारने. 30,000 into 18 by 100 is the rate of interest. It is the interest, and this is the tax-free interest. Then you have to gross up. Gross up rate is 100 divided by 90. Clear? ಈ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ rate of interest ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೋರಿ divided by 90 ತಗೋರಿ. This 100 get cancelled. 18 divided by 90 remains. Therefore, I taken 30,000 into 18 by 90. Clear? This amount is 6,000. Then next is 1 lakh. Fourth point interest is 4,000. Fifth point interest is 4,000. Sixth point interest is 6,000. Okay, these are the interest calculated on the investment. Investment ಮೇಲೆ interest ಅನ್ನ calculate ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. So this is called as gross income from other source. This is the gross income from other source. In this gross income, 31,400, you deduct deduction under section 57. First deduction is collection charge. Collection charge is 1%. Okay. 1% you have to calculate. 1% on the net, not on the gross. Not on the gross. You remember this. 284 is the 1% of the net interest. 284 is the 1% of net interest. I calculated in the next slide. I will show it. Okay. You see this. This is the interest. Idu gross interest. East interest company rate prakar aagtade. Sare ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. This is the interest as per the rate of the company. And this interest is not given to the investor. Remember this point. Out of this, this is government security. Government will not deduct tax. Okay, this amount you receive directly. There is no change in this. But 6,000 rupee interest you will not receive. Out of this, 10% is deducted. 10% is deducted from here. And out of 10,000, 10% is deducted. Out of 4,000, 10% is deducted. Then next 4,000, 10% is deducted. And 6,000, 10% is deducted. Remaining amount is given to the assessee. That is called as tax deducted at source. 10% tax is deducted. And that deducted tax is given to the government. Okay, remember this. On government securities, tax is not deducted. Okay, and private sector tax is deducted. Deducted tax is paid to the government on behalf of assessee, on behalf of investor. That is called as tax at deducted source. So these amounts the assessee will not receive. Only 90% he receives. Only 90% he receives. On that 90% net, you have to calculate the collection charge. You have to calculate the collection charge. Another deduction is interest on loan taken. That interest on loan is 1,116. If you take the total of this 1,400, you deduct 1,400, 30,000 is the income from other source. 30,000 is income from other source. Then these are the gross interest. You gross interest ಇದಾವೆ. ಇದನ್ನು gross ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ನಾನು. Divide by 100 ತಗೊಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 90 ತಗೊಂಡು. ಥೀಟಾ gross ತಗೊಂಡೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೆಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ 1% ಕಮಿಷನ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, you see the table. Computation of net income. 7% securities 1,400. It is same because they will not deduct tax. They will not deduct tax, government security. Then come to the tax-free debenture. 6,000 is interest, 10% is deducted, 90% is given to the investor. 6,000 interest ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಅದ್ರಾಗಿನ 10% ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಎಷ್ಟ? 90% ಅಷ್ಟ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. 90% is given to the assessee, 5,400. Then Z company 10,000 into 90 by 100. Next, debentures 4,000 into 90 by 100. Y company. Then municipal debentures 4,000 into 90 by 100. Next, interest on port trust bond 6,000 into 90 by 100. Okay, you see this. 90% is given to the investor. 10% of the total interest is given to the government on behalf of assessee. That is called as tax deducted at source. Okay, this is called as net interest. So net income is 28,400. Total of this is 28,400. So this is the net. On this net, collection charges 1%. 1% of 28,400 is equal to 284. In this way, you have to calculate. ಈಗ ತಿಳಿತಾ ಇದ ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ? ಇದು ನೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟು 90 by 100 ಆಗೈತಿ. ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಇಂಟು ನೆಟ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್, net into gross, reverse. That is the thing you remember. For interest, there is a 10% tax, and for casual income, 30% tax is there. 30%. And up to 10,000 casual income, tax is not deducted. Remember this. Up to 10,000, tax is not deducted. So you don't gross up casual income received up to 10,000. If the casual income received is more than 10,000, then there is also deduction of tax at 30%. 30%. That is also grossed up. This is the point you remember. This is a 15 marks question. This is a 15 marks question. You see the next problem. This is the second example based on 15 marks. Second example based on 15 marks. You see this. An individual has the following investments during the previous year. The following are the investments. Okay. Following are the investment, not interest. You consider that. Investment means principal is there, you have to calculate interest. You calculate interest. You see this, 30,000, 9% government papers. 30,000, 9%. What is the interest on 30,000 at 9%?
2,700.
2,000?
700.
2,700 is the interest on the first. Okay. This is the government paper. There is no deduction of tax. Remember this. Second, 23,000 is the investment. 8% is the rate of interest. What is the interest?
1,840.
1,840. 1,840. Then come to the third. 20,000, 7.5% poor trust bond.
1,500.
1,000.
500.
500 is the interest. Okay. Then come to the third. 16,000 is the investment. Rate of interest is 11%. What is the interest?
1,760.
1,760. Okay. Then come to the next one. 40,000, 7% state government security.
2,800.
2,800 is the next one. Then what about the next?
3,600.
What is the interest on 20,000, 18%? 20,000 is the investment, 18% is the rate of interest. Okay.
1,600.
What is the answer? 3,600 is the interest. Okay. 3,600 is the interest, but it is tax free. You see the wording, tax free is there. Then you have to gross up. 3,600 is interest. Then you gross up that interest. 3,600 into 100 divided by 90.
Rupees 4,000.
4,000. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 90 ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ನೀವು ಇನ್ಕ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ 100 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ನಿಲ್ 20,000 into 18 by 90 ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅಷ್ಟ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಡ್ಬೋದು. 20,000 into 18 divided by 90 instead of 100 if it is tax free. Clear? What is the answer?
Rupees 4,000.
4,000. Okay. Then what about the last point? G. 13%. 10,000 investment.
1,300.
1,300.
300.
Okay, 1,300. Next, you read this sentence. On 1/12/2019, he bought 20,000 10% Karnataka government bonds. What is the date of purchase? Date of purchase is 1/12/2019. Bought rupees 20,000 Karnataka government loan. Means it is investment. 20,000 invested in 10%. Okay. Karnataka government bonds or government loan. 20,000 is the investment, 10% is the rate of interest. Okay. Then this investment is for rupees 25,000. 20,000 Karnataka government loan is purchased for rupees 25,000. You may purchase more or less than the face value, but interest is to be calculated on the face value. You purchase the investment at more than the face value or less than the face value, but interest is to be calculated on the face value only. Remember this. Then this For this purpose, 20,000 loan is taken. 20,000 loan is taken at 15% per annum. 15% per annum. And 5,000 rupee loan is taken, is financed out of previous loan taken for some other purpose. You see this at 14% per annum. At 14% per annum. You see the paragraph very carefully. 20,000 is investment in Karnataka state government loan. To invest 20,000, he has taken a loan of rupees 20,000 from a bank at 15%. Okay, at the rate of 15%. 15% per annum. Then what is the date of investment? What is the date of investment? 1/12/2019 is the date of investment. Then loan is taken at 15% per annum. What is the interest on loan? What is the interest on loan? No, I'm not asking the interest on investment. 20,000 loan is taken at the rate of 15% per annum. What is the interest on loan? You tell me. But they started. $20,000 loan is taken at the rate of 15% per annum to invest in the government security. To invest in the government security on 1/12/2019. When your year starts and what is the ending date of your year? New year start agtadi, year mugitittevaga. Financial year. So you calculate interest on this. You calculate interest on this at the rate of 15%. 15% interest you calculate on 20,000 for the remaining period. 1st December, January, February, March. 4 months interest you calculate. 4 months interest. What is the 4-month interest? 20,000 into
1,000.
1,000. 1,000. Okay. 1,000 interest is allowable. And interest on this balance is not allowed because it is taken for other purpose, not for the purpose of investment. This 5,000 is not related. 1,000 interest is allowable. Then collection charges to 200 rupee. Collection charges 200 rupee is allowable. And 1% commission on purchase of security is not allowed. It is not related to income. So interest is allowable, commission charge is allowable, but commission on purchase is not allowable. Remember this. Okay. Then you see the next paragraph. In the next paragraph, interest is payable on above security on 30th June and 31st December. Twice in a year. Interest is payable on 30th June and 31st December. Regarding the Karnataka government loan, on which date will you receive interest? Karnataka government loan taken on 1/12/2019 in your previous year. In your previous year, on which dates you will receive interest? Tell me. They distribute 2 times on 30th June and 31st December. 30th June and 31st December, both interest are available to the assessee or not. On the Karnataka government loan investment. Eradu interest avu sigtavena previous year da. ಸಿಗ್ತಾವೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ? ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತು? ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ದಾಗ ನೀವು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ, ಜೂನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ದಾಗ ನೀವು ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ. ನೀವು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 1ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ, ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಜೂನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ದಾಗ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರ, ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 1ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರ. ನಿಮ್ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಸಿಗ್ತತಿ ಕೇಳಾಕತ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ನಿಮ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಯಾವಾಗ? ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ 1st April 2019, ends on 31st March 2020. 1/4/2019 to 31st March 2020. How many times you receive? Will you receive on 30th June 2019 interest? Or have you received it? Assessee receives it. ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಐತೆನಾ? ನೀವು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದನ 1st December ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕ 30th June interest will be received by the previous investor, or it is not received, and assessor receives only interest on 31st December current year. In this previous year he receives on 31st December, thereafter he receives every year June and December. So you have to take half year interest on this 20,000. 20,000 into 10/100 into half. What is answer?
500.
20,000 into 10 divided by 100. Interest is 2,000. On this 20,000 into 10 by 100, 2,000. Half is to be distributed on 31st December. That means I think it is 1,000. 1,000 ಆಗ್ತೈತಿಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. This is 1,000 rupees. Then what is the total gross? Gross ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. To take the total of all these. All the interest total.
$15,600.
16,000.
15,600.
15,600.
$680. 16,860.
Here is 1,840. Here is 1,700. 1760. 1760 plus 40. It is 10-digit numbers is 0. $2,700 plus 1,840 plus 1,500 plus 1,760 plus 2,800 plus 4,000 and plus 1,300 plus 1,000.
$15,600, sir.
15,600. 15,600 and deduct 2 points. One is collection charge 200. 200 and interest is interest on 20,000.
14,400.
14,700.
400, sir.
20 interest on 20,000 is, I think it is 1,000.
1,000.
1,200 you deduct. 1,200 you deduct, and whatever answer comes, that is the answer. Clear? What is your answer?
14,400.